leave you, oh, if I leave you, let your mother burn. Burn. You guys have no idea how cold it is today. It's cold and it's raining super hard. I'm wearing 3 jackets right now, plus my bunker pants. It's so cold. It is absolutely freezing. We're going a little early on today's stream because they're not using any bottles right now, and I don't know, I'm just chilling right now, so I'm like, yeah, why don't we just go live and get today's timeline going, which is, I apologize for anyone that's like, oh, I was looking forward to it for 1 p.m. The glasses are all, it's so cold, my glasses keep fogging up. Woo! Golly, let's see if anyone tunes into this. Create a timeline where Dwayne runs or I think people will show up. We'll see. We'll see. Like I was saying, I think they're waiting until 1 p.m. So I might have to revisit this, just delete this and come back. But I appreciate your guys' suggestions about what to do here, and you guys, when you guys mentioned The Rock, that was a pretty good one. So we'll just chill here a little bit longer. Usually the notifications take a little bit to get out to people into the interwebs. Maybe. I know my dad is super slow today. It's only I only have 2 bars. So that's kind of a bummer. That might definitely affect our stream quality here today, and we might have to revisit this one, unfortunately. Or everyone just doesn't want to. They're like, The Rock is president. Who cares about that? Hey, go, Sha. Hopefully I said that correctly. We're just chilling for some more people up here. That from the moisture. How's the stream quality? I only got 1 bar now. Come on, Verizon. Open the door to get a little better. I'm sitting in a giant metal box. Hey, Erica, thanks for stopping by. We're just creating some alternate timelines. And yesterday in the community tab, a lot of people recommended doing one with The Rock. Let me open the door real quick, see if we get any extra bars at cell service. It's okay? All right, cool. I appreciate that. And we don't have any bottles to fill right now, so that's good. Hey, Garav. Hopefully I said that correctly. Hopefully you're doing good today, Erica. And Gugsha. Garav. Juice World Forever, what's up? How's it going? Hopefully where you guys are watching from, it's a lot warmer than where I am.
Copy that.
You're Indian? Nice. Very cool. You're located in Los Angeles? I'm over here on the Central Coast. Do you know where SpaceX launches their rockets from? That's exactly where I live. You guys, you live where they build them, and I live where they shoot them. There's supposed to be a launch tonight, but with this weather, it's gonna be awful. I don't know if it's gonna go or not. You have a channel? What do you do on your channel, Juice World? Are you guys ready to dive into this really quick while we're getting after it? So this is an alternate timeline. We've been having a lot of fun doing that. Hey Molly, how's it going? This is an alternate timeline where President Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson runs for or he becomes president, right? So 2024. This is actually going back a little bit here. The Rock announces his candidacy. After years of speculation, Dwayne Johnson officially declares his independent run for president of the United States. His slogan, "Can you smell what America is cooking?" I'm for that. That sounds cool. His campaign focuses on unity, bipartisan leadership, and bringing people together. His V pick, Oprah Winfrey. Oh, I don't know about that. Do you guys remember when Oprah and The Rock were on TV begging for money for Maui? It's like both of you mofos have so much money. You could donate plenty of money and not even notice it. So I don't know about that VP pick. Oh, and always too, guys, if you want this timeline to go anywhere else, please add your suggestions in the chat and we'll definitely take it that way. So in 2025, the most electrifying election in U.S. history. Despite no prior political experience, The Rock dominates the base with his charisma and straight talk approach. His fitness and discipline become a core message. Strong leadership, strong America. He wins the 2024 election as an independent, defeating both the Democratic and Republican nominees. His victory speech includes the phrase, "Finally, The Rock has come back to Washington, D.C." In 2026, the people's president. Johnson's first year in office sees him push for more bipartisan cooperation. He creates a nationwide fitness initiative, Operation Iron Will, encouraging Americans to get in shape. To promote transparency, he starts a weekly live stream fireside chat simply called The People's Elbow. I don't think that would go over too well if he created a nationwide fitness initiative. Like, look at all the backlash RFK Jr. is getting right now for wanting to get rid of, dyes and artificial sweetener and stuff. Like, the people don't want to be healthy, you know? Juice WRLD, can you hear me? We have a lot more self-service now. In 2027, The Rock bottoms corruption. Johnson leads the historic anti-corruption movement, implementing stricter regulations on lobbying and campaign finance. Okay, I can get behind that. The Rock Bottom Act passes, limiting corporation donations in politics. Congress begins working out more because nobody wants to look weak in front of the president. Hey, Wolf, welcome in. Could you imagine some of those old ass, sorry for swearing, but those old time politicians, Congress members? Like, there's that one, who's that blue haired lady now who's like the leader of the Democratic Party? She just looks like just terrible. She's not working out, right? Bernie Sanders, he's not working out. Mitch McConnell, these people aren't gonna be working out. They're gonna be fighting against that and complaining. Anyways, in 2028, the re-election run. With a booming economy, if your ideas are just people fighting each other, we got to be a little bit more creative than that, buddy. But we'll see. While we're doing this, why don't we think of like some kind of disaster or something like that the Rock will have to deal with as the president? How about that? It's like meeting halfway, right? Because The Rock just fighting The Rock is kind of silly, or The Rock fighting Stewie from Family Guy. Like, come on, let's get a little bit more creative than that. Let's get the juices flowing today, With a booming economy, reduced crime rates, and bipartisan support, The Rock announces his re-election campaign. His new slogan, "Relayeth the SmackDown and problems." You're here, Danielle. How are you? Welcome to the stream. It is so freaking cold up here. It's awful. If you looked at the weather app right now, it would say awful. Who would the assassin be? That's a better idea. That's a good thought. I like that. With a booming economy, reduced crime rates, and bipartisan support, The Rock announces his re-election campaign. His new slogan. Okay, we got that. This time he runs with Chris Evans as his VP. Also a loser. Captain America was such boring movies. He wins by even a bigger landslide. 2029, the first president to wrestle a world leader. In an effort to improve U.S.-Russia relations, President Johnson challenges the Russian president to a charity wrestling match. Johnson wins in record time, securing the fastest tap-out in diplomatic history. U.S. global approval ratings skyrocket. 2030, The Rock's Hollywood return. After ensuring a smooth transition to a successor, Johnson announces his return to acting. His first post-presidency film, The Fast and the Furious, White House Drift. He also launches his own tequila brand, Executive Order 1800. All right, this is where it gets getting a little spicy. 2035, Mount Rushmore edition. A petition gains 200 million signatures to add The Rock's face to Mount Rushmore. The bill passes with overwhelming support. Johnson, humble as always, says, "I don't need a statue, but if you insist, make sure it's jacked." Will Smith is the assassin? Okay. All right, I can vibe with that. 2024, The Rock's galactic legacy. Johnson spearheads the first human mission to Mars, inspiring future generations. He becomes the first president to bench press in zero gravity. His final words to Earth before departing: "America, you are the greatest tag team partner of all time." Would you vote for The Rock in this timeline? Add Will Smith trying to assassinate. Come on, fingers. Sometimes you just gotta use the freaking voice of text. Assassinate. I think I did that stupid. Assassinate him during his presidency. Let's see what it comes up with. Oh gosh, check this out, y'all. This is the rain I'm dealing with. That is not bueno. No bueno on the rain. Okay. Okay, so it's taking us back to 2026, the people's president. And the only thing that's changed is Hollywood elites love him, except for one man, Will Smith. 2027, the Will Smith incident. On July 4th, during a public Independence Day speech at the Lincoln Memorial, Will Smith charges the stage. Smith, still holding onto resentment from being overshadowed in Hollywood, attempts to slap The Rock. Security reacts, but The Rock dodges and counters with a spine buster on live TV. Johnson locks in a sharpshooter until the Secret Service pulls him off. Smith is arrested and later pleads to temporary insanity. The media dubs it the fresh smack of DC. Johnson's approval rating skyrocketed to 97%, the highest in presidential history. In 2028, Will Smith, out of prison, endorses The Rock's opponent out of pure spite. Johnson wins by a bigger margin than before. In 2029, The Rock bottoms corruption. They didn't really go too hard with that. Okay, so now in 2042, the redemption of Will Smith. At long last, Will Smith and The Rock reconcile. Smith stars in a biopic about The Rock's life titled The People's Champion. The two former rivals shake hands at the premiere. Johnson jokes, "That was the best acting performance I've ever seen, Will. Almost makes me forget the slap." They hug, the world cheers, the feud is over. Let's make Will Smith a little bit more gnarlier than just a little slap. Little more intense than just slapping him. What kind of assassin comes to your mind? Like a John Wick style assassin, or that's the only one that comes to my mind, to be honest. John Wick was a good one. Those movies are really good. The fourth one, not so much. Okay, here we go. Think James Bond. There we go. But now it's just starting all over. I still don't think having Oprah Winfrey as his vice president would be a very good idea, to be totally honest. All right, well, it's starting all over, so I'll just add the parts that it added to it. So in 2024, The Rock announces his candidacy. All that. Can you smell what America's cooking? Oprah Winfrey's the VP. His campaign focuses on unity, fitness, and economic reform, winning over both sides of the aisle. However, in the shadows, one man is not pleased, and that's Will Smith. 2025 is the most electrifying election in U.S. history. He crushes the debate with sheer presidency charisma. But unbeknownst to him, Will Smith watches from a dark room, clenching his fists. In 2026, he becomes the people's president. Will Smith, now leading a rogue faction of ex-Hollywood elites, disappears from public view. Rumors spread he's been training in secret, preparing for something big. 2027, the assassination attempt. July 4th, 2027, at the Lincoln Memorial. Johnson is delivering a speech where a mysterious drone approaches. The Secret Service scrambles, but before they can react, boom! The drone explodes midair. A sniper shot follows, barely missing The Rock's head. Chaos erupts. Secret Service agents take Johnson to safety. The shooter is identified. Will Smith. A former action star turned rogue agent, Smith vanishes before being apprehended. The media calls it Independence Day, real life. Smith releases a cryptic video. Dwayne, you took everything from me. Now I take everything from you. He is now the world's most wanted man. 2028, the re-election run and global manhunt. Despite the attack, Johnson refuses to step down. His new campaign slogan, we lay at the SmackDown on corruption. He partners with Chris Evans, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, Will Smith remains at large, evading capture for over a year. Intelligent sources reporting sightings of him in a remote desert compound and underground bunkers. The CIA dubs the mission Operation SmackDown. Hey Clint, how's it going, dude? We're over here just creating an alternate timeline now where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is president, but Will Smith is an assassin trying to take him out. Just making sure I don't have any bottles. 2029, the final SmackDown. January 2029, secret intelligence leak. The CIA intercepts encrypted messages revealing Smith's hideout in a secret underwater base. Johnson, refusing to let others take the risk, personally leads a special ops mission. A military submarine, codenamed Project SmackDown, launches a covert assault. The Rock versus Will Smith. Oh, you should have been there. Okay, we can have Godzilla come into the chat. That's a good one. Clint, we actually did that yesterday. Was that yesterday or the day before? No, that was yesterday. We had Godzilla. we had a whole fight between heaven and hell, who would win, and then Godzilla entered the chat and was like, "Well, what side would he pick?" And we did both sides where where Godzilla was an angel and then also was on the hell side. That was a pretty good one. But we can add maybe we can add Godzilla into this. Okay, so The Rock versus Will Smith, the fight of the century. Johnson infiltrates the base, finding Smith waiting in a combat suit. Smith, I trained for this, Dwayne. I was born for this. Yeah, you did, Wolf. That was definitely your suggestion. The two engage in a brutal hand-to-hand fight, destroying the facility in the process. Just as Smith reaches for a hidden weapon, Johnson rock bottoms him, sending him through the glass, plunging into the ocean below. The Rock, welcome to SmackDown, bitch. Smith disappears beneath the waves. His body is never recovered. So then in 2030, The Rock's Hollywood return. He also writes a memoir which becomes a bestseller. The movie's biggest twist, a post-credit scene teases that Will Smith might still be alive. Have Godzilla enter the timeline. Hopefully it doesn't rewrite it again.
Go ahead. Let me take a look. Let me double check.
Just have it continue this story.
Yeah, I have them with me.
Godzilla and Kong. In the comic book, Godzilla actually goes through hell and kills the devil, and God tries to give him a reward, and Godzilla just hit him with the atomic breath instead, and so God just sent him back. That's great. So in 2030, with Will Smith presumed dead after their underwater battle, President Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson focuses on rebuilding global security. However, strange seismic activity begins occurring near the Pacific Ocean. Scientists detect a massive, unidentified organism moving toward the U.S. West Coast. Johnson, skeptical but prepared, orders Project SmackDown, a military response to investigate. In 2031, Godzilla rises. On a stormy night in Los Angeles, a 90-meter tall shadow emerges from the ocean. The Hollywood sign collapses under the weight of a tidal wave. Godzilla has awakened. Johnson, watching from the White House Situation Room, clenches his jaw. We're gonna need a bigger gym. The U.S. military launches Operation Titan Lock, but all conventional weapons fail. In 2032, The Rock vs. Godzilla, the SmackDown of the century. Johnson takes matters into his own hands. He orders the development of a mechanized exosuit codenamed Project Rock Bottom. Wearing the most advanced power armor ever created, Johnson personally pilots the mech into battle. The fight begins in downtown San Francisco. Godzilla roars, Johnson raises an eyebrow. The first punch shatters skyscrapers. The Rock counters with a massive people's elbow from the Golden Gate Bridge. As the city burns, Godzilla prepares to unleash his atomic breath. Johnson dodges and delivers a perfectly timed rock bottom, slamming Godzilla into Alcatraz. The creature stays down, for now. What movie was that where they're all wearing a bunch of big mech suits and then they have to fight big sea monsters? What movie was it? That was a good movie. It wasn't bad. I can see the cover in my head, but I can't think of the name. So in 2033, the return of Will Smith. Just as Johnson prepares to celebrate his victory, a mysterious transmission hijacks every screen in America. A scarred, battle-hardened Will Smith appears. Did you really think it was over, Dwayne? He has returned, and he has allies. A new kaiju appears behind him. Mecha Godzilla. 2034, the final battle. WrestleMania of the Gods. In an underground coliseum in Tokyo, the world prepares for its most insane battle. Dwayne Johnson and Godzilla versus Will Smith and Mecha Godzilla. Pacific Rim, there we go. That's what it was called. Thank you, Clint. That was a good movie. That was a great, great movie. Yeah, Pacific Rim. So now we got Dwayne Johnson and Godzilla fighting Will Smith and Mecha Godzilla. Okay, interesting. And this is where it gets funny. Commentary is provided by Joe Rogan and Vin Diesel. The fight is broadcast globally, with the fate of the world at stake. Godzilla vs. Mecha Godzilla begins. Meanwhile, The Rock and Will Smith settle things in a final brutal, no-holds-barred match. After a 30-minute brawl, The Rock hits a rock bottom on Will Smith from orbit. The impact creates a new crater in the Grand Canyon. Mecha Godzilla is destroyed. Will Smith is finally defeated. 2035, peace restored, for now. The world declares March 16th as Rock Bottom Day, a new international holiday. Johnson retires from politics, handing the presidency to Oprah. Ugh, no sir, not a fan. He returns to Hollywood to direct a biopic about himself, starring himself. That seems like something The Rock would do. Because, in my opinion, The Rock is kind of a narcissist. So is Oprah, too. So he definitely would direct a movie about himself, starring himself. Godzilla is granted honorary U.S. citizenship. However, in the depths of space, a new threat emerges. A shadowy figure whispers, "You've only delayed the inevitable, Rock." The camera zooms in. It's Vin Diesel. So what do you guys think? Should we go down the Vin Diesel timeline, or should we have Kong enter the chat? Oh, it's almost 11 here, and we go on lunch around 12. But they're just starting now. I'm like, please hold off till like 2 p.m. till they start needing bottles. That would be so sweet. Like, at least have the rain. At least hold off until the rain holds off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's supposed to stop raining at 2 p.m. Rain for the next hour. Yeah, no duh. Hey, Trisha. How's it going? We got everyone here in the chat today. Oops. Oh. So cold here. College. Just catching up on some text messages here really quick. That's super handy. Do they have monthly challenges to in the app? Oh no, is there in there too, Clint? Gosh. It has to all just be coming it has to all just be coming going east, right? As if that makes sense, like as weather. Hey Frost, how's it going? So what do you guys think? Should Vin Diesel take on should The Rock take on Vin Diesel? Or should The Rock take on Kong? I'm going good over here. I'm just super cold. I'm wearing like this is like where like a medical jacket, right, for firefighters. But then under that I have my oh, sorry, there's just so much Velcro. Under this jacket, then I have like my normal like fancy kind of uniform jacket, and then under that I got my heated jacket on from Solfeg, and I got this thing on full blast, so we're trying our best to deal with the cold. We got all the Knights in the chat. I'm stoked how you guys are all, we've all met through Clint's stream. Like, that's super rad. I even think Daniela might still be watching. I'm not too sure. Boy. But it is so cold. So maybe we leave Kong out of this and just let maybe just let it human so we don't deal with animal abuse. Animals fighting, right? Well, I guess would you consider Godzilla was Godzilla an animal too, right? Or is he his own kind of entity? Isn't Kong vs. Godzilla? Wasn't that a movie? Kong vs. Oh yeah, 2024. I thought so. Oh, 2021 is when the movie came out. Godzilla vs. Kong, directed by Adam Wingard. Kong would lose to more than half of what Godzilla is based. My favorite Kong movie was the one with Samuel L. Jackson. The Skull, I think it was called like Skull Island. Bigfoot, okay. I like have Dwayne find Bigfoot now. So, okay. This is getting great. My favorite part of Skull Island was when Samuel L. Jackson's in the helicopter ride and they're like, I don't remember the line. Let me look it up. What was the movie line about the helicopters? Kong Skull isn't from Jackson. It was just so beautiful. No, I wasn't hold on to your butts. Something about American steel. Oh yeah. Hold on, the gang. We gotta. We gotta do some text messaging here. I bet that's funny. I remember when I was in. Well, okay, so like in Northern California, from like Santa Cruz up all the way into like Canada. I swear, all y'all think that like Bigfoot is from there, right? And I don't know where Bigfoot is from, but it's funny um, how there's like such a Bigfoot trend, or like everyone's like, "Oh, we got Bigfoot here." And sorry, my mom just texted me. What's Wendigo? What is that? Yes, distance. We have chupacabras here. I've seen a chupa. One time, this is before my brother-in-law became my brother-in-law, but he's like, dude, on the way to Santa Maria, there's a chupacabra, and it ended up just being a really big pig. Right. Thank freaking goodness. Thanks for tuning for this stream. That's any issues with the same buttons. Is yours touch screen? I'm thinking about switching. So I've been having a lot of issues with my watch. I'm sorry, it's under a lot of jackets here. I've been having a lot of issues with my watch where it just goes into this super silly reboot loop where it's stuck during an activity, right? And so my buddy has a Koros, a different brand, and so I've been asking him a bunch of questions about it too. Oh, now my jacket's getting a little too warm. You can call me Goldie. What was that? Goldilocks. There we go. Sorry, I don't know why my brain just froze on that. So I'm thinking about switching watches. I've been emailing back and forth with Garmin about is there any issues? Can you help me out with this? And they're like, oh, we need the file and all this stuff. And it's been about a week. And their customer service has been awful. And so yesterday I was finally just like, well, can you send my ticket to someone that actually can fix my problem? This guy's named Garrett that I've been dealing with. And he's like, well, they're not going to do anything without the file. It's like, well, at this point, just send me a new watch. Like, this is terrible customer service. Wendigo. No, okay, there's no... Wendigo. There we go, I'm saying it correctly now. Yo, what? You guys, this is freaking creepy. Wow. Interesting. Clint, that's kind of looks like something some of your drawings. Or like really like closely to it, right? Or it could be like friends with the things you draw. Okay, yeah, when this needs to enter the chat. I would not want to be out in the woods and come across something like this. Interesting. Okay, now it made what? Oh, okay. See you, Trisha. Thanks for stopping by. Well, okay, so it did load up if the rock met Bigfoot. Do you guys want to see where that goes to, or do you want to skip that and then have it go to Wendigo? What's your guys' thoughts? Oi. Drink some water here. I had my first kinetic today. Oof, super good. If you guys are trying to drink like energy drinks but without caffeine or without sugar, they are so good. I'm a huge Roman Atwood fan, so he was hyping those up on his channel. Okay, just I want to like, clarify something first though. I wasn't a fan of him when he was doing all the pranks, but he's been daily vlogging now for almost a year, like straight, and the vlog channel is awesome. Super motivating. He talks about making money, just living your best life. Highly recommend checking it out. The pranks I can care less about, right? Like we like talking about our pranks now are doing random acts of kindness. Yeah. So then now he has this energy drink company called Kinetic. And it's super good. It runs off of has ketones in it instead of caffeine to give you energy. And ketones are what your body produces when you start fasting. Like once you get past the fat, like you're fasting for so long, and then your body goes into ketosis, and then ketones are produced, and that's what gives you energy. And gotta tell you guys, it's really nice. Well, let's just see about Godzilla. I mean, sorry, Bigfoot. So in 2036, the search for Bigfoot. After defeating Will Smith and Mecha Godzilla, President Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson retires to a peaceful life of training, fishing, and bench pressing national monuments for fun. However, a new mystery emerges. Bigfoot sightings skyrocket across North America. Hey Parveen, how's it going today? Nice to see you. We're just creating an alternate timeline where The Rock has been president and Will Smith tries to assassinate him, but then Godzilla has entered the chat, and they've all been fighting together. And now Bigfoot has entered the chat. However, a new mystery emerges. Bigfoot sightings skyrocket across North America. Bigfoot's in the chat now, the wolf. The CIA brings Johnson a classified file labeled Project Sasquatch. Turns out the U.S. government has known about Bigfoot for decades. Not surprising. Johnson, intrigued, gears up for one last adventure. 2037. Operation Hairy Truth. Deep in the Pacific Northwest, strange footprints and broken trees lead Johnson to a hidden valley. He enters an ancient forest untouched by modern civilization. Suddenly, a massive, shadowy figure emerges from the mist. It's Bigfoot, but he's not alone. An entire tribe of Sasquatches reveals itself. Bigfoot speaks. His voice is deep, wise, and oddly charismatic. We have watched you, Rock. You are worthy. The tribe invites Johnson to an underground city hidden beneath Mount Rainier. Bigfoot has been protecting humanity from something far worse. 2038. The truth about the Chupacabra War. Bigfoot reveals the chilling reality. The Chupacabras are real, and they've been planning on an invasion. These creatures, believed to be mythical, are actually hyper-intelligent apex predators from another dimension. They have been testing humanity's defenses for centuries, and now they are ready to strike. The Rock, realizing he's the only one who can stop this, agrees to lead Bigfoot's army. He spends the next year training in ancient Sasquatch combat techniques. The final weapon, a battle axe forged in meteorite steel called the Smack Axe. 2039, the Battle of the Cryptids. The Chupacabras emerge in mass, attacking major cities. Bigfoot's warriors descend from the mountains. The Rock rides into battle on a giant grizzly bear, wielding the Smack Axe. The war rages for days, with legendary creatures from across the world joining the fight. The Loch Ness Monster takes down a Chupacabra mothership. Mothman provides aerial support. Elves? Yeah, they were real too. Johnson finally faces the Chupacabra King in a brutal one-on-one showdown. After a legendary fight, The Rock ends it with a finals people elbow from orbit. I know, right? The Smack Axe. 2040, a new era. With the Chupacabra threat eliminated, Johnson is named honorary king of the cryptids. He chooses to live among Bigfoot's people, finally finding peace. His last words to the world before vanishing: stay strong, stay united, and always know your role. 2045, the legend never dies. Rumors spread of a mysterious immortal warrior wandering the deep forest. Occasionally, hikers hear an echoing voice whisper from the trees, "If you smell what the Rock is cooking." But let's enter Wendigo. Is it a Wendigo or the Wendigo? Are there multiple ones or just one? Oh, it's almost lunchtime too, and I've already eaten my lunch. Burrito Smack Axe. That's funny. That's you know what? Some Taco Bell sounds really good for lunch today, to be totally honest. Do we have any stories for UFO? No, but we could definitely do that. That could be one for tomorrow if you want. Oh, tomorrow's Saturday. I know you usually don't stream on the weekends, but we can definitely save that for Monday if you want. Enter a Wendigo. 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 We'll see if ChatGPT knows what a Wendigo is. Okay, it's loading up right now. Clint, it'd be hilarious if you could make an axe that was also in the shape of a freaking burrito. That would be hilarious. See you, Frost. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a fantastic day as well. Thank you for turning us on to Wendigos. Wendigos. Uh-oh. It looks like they're gonna need some bottles here soon too. Might be time to go to work. Just two. But we could finish this out really quick while we're here. So 2046, the Wendigo awakens. After vanishing into the wilderness with Bigfoot's tribe, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is presumed dead. Oh wow, it's pouring here too, Parveen. However, strange disturbances begin in the northern forests of Canada. Entire towns go silent overnight. Survivors speak of a towering skeletal figure with glowing eyes. The Wendigo has awakened. 2047, the Rock's return. A desperate team of Sasquatch scouts search for Johnson, knowing he's the only one who can stop this. Deep in the mountains, they find him. Johnson has become one with nature, a legendary warrior now known as the People's Guardian. The scout pleads, "The Wendigo is rising. We need you." Johnson cracks his knuckles, grabs the Smack Axe, and says, "Then let's layeth the smacketh down." 2048, the hunt for the Wendigo. The Wendigo isn't just one creature, it's an ancient evil force. It possesses those who can give in to hunger, greed, or weakness. Johnson leads a team of Bigfoot warriors deep into the Arctic Circle. The final battle takes place in an abandoned military base under the ice. But we're so weird. Deer, or not deer, as they're also called. Oh, interesting. I'd like to see one. 2049, the final showdown. The Wendigo reveals its true form. An ancient beast is. Oh, okay. This is taking a. Hey, Ohan. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, a mace in the shape of a burrito. And then on the side, it could like have engraved, and engraving it says like "Yo quiero Taco Bell." What a great, what a great story. I'm telling you, Clint, you're gonna have sagas about you. I can just absolutely feel it. So in 2049 is the final showdown. The Wendigo reveals its true form, an ancient beast as tall as a skyscraper with jagged antlers and hollow eyes. Johnson fights using every move in his arsenal. Spinebuster through an iceberg, the people's elbow from a frozen cliff, a smack axe strike so powerful it cracks the tundra. But the Wendigo refused to die. Then the impossible happens. Ooh, it's getting spicy. Will Smith returns. Scarred, battle-hardened, but redeemed, he joins the fight. For the first time ever, The Rock and Will Smith team up. The finishing move, Smith slaps the Wendigo so hard it stumbles. The Rock lifts it up and rocks bottom it into a frozen lake. The curse is broken. 2050, peace at last, for now. Johnson and Smith shake hands. Guess we made a hell of a tag team, Smith says. The Rock nods before disappearing into the wilderness once more. Bigfoot returns to the mountains, the world is safe. But in the shadows, something stirs beneath the ocean. A deep, monstrous voice rumbles. Call me Cthulhu. Whoa. This is getting heavy. Should we have this giant octopus come into it? Keep it going? We got about 13 minutes left here in the stream before it hits an hour. We only have 2 bottles on the tailboard, so that won't take me long at all to catch up. We might wait till... Nice. Clint, you're going live at 2:30, right? So we got a little over an hour and a half to go for my time. This is 11:16 here. I'm gonna open my door really quick. I've been sitting on my stool for a while, and my legs are falling asleep. I just don't believe that there's gonna be a rocket launch tonight. It's just so nasty out. Ooh, space. Just checking out the... launches, upcoming launches. Go for launch though. What? That's crazy. What's funny, Ohan, is just it's just a metal door, right? I'm sitting in a shipping container, and that was the door I opened up just so I could see the bottles way over there. "12 hours and 21 minutes. Golly. $52 million a launch. That's mind blowing. I can't even put those numbers into my head, you know. Firefly, that's like a I don't want to say experimental, but they're like a new rocket company. They're gonna launch too. The app, I have a better app on my phone. I'm looking at my iPad here. I'm freaking sold now. Well, what's everyone doing? We got 10 minutes left here in the stream. The stream of streams. Boy. I've been, as most of you guys know, I just run, right? But I'm like, I need to start doing a little bit more different exercises and more movement. So I've been working out. Today was my second day in a row of doing some, I just do plyometrics, right? Just all body weight stuff. And my shoulders are getting all stiff. But I feel great. Like waking up at 5 and getting a workout in before work. That's just, my energy levels feel awesome. My mood feels great. Just, as even though it sucks outside, I'm the sunshine. That's super cool, dude. What kind of stuff do you grow in your garden? Growing your own food is absolutely awesome, right? You can control everything, you know, the soil, the water, all of that. That's 10 out of 10. Totally love that. Boy.
Go ahead. Okay, Anderson completed the hoe following. He's heading your way for the Mamba, I believe. Are you at the basement or the Mamba? I'm in the basement drill.
Nice.
Luna and Derek are on the Mamba.
Ohan, where do you live in Ohio?
Copy that. Thank you.
Is that what I gathered in the morning mojo today?
Luna or McLeod, you copy? Go ahead and repeat your last transmission. You have Anderson heading.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right. Yep, I remember you telling me this before. I need to get to Pennsylvania. It looks awesome.
Luna, you copy Anderson heading your way? Copy that. He'll be the last one in the Mamba then. Copy.
Pennsylvania. I still have had Ohio is for lovers stuck in my head ever since the morning mojo. Hey there. I know it's hard to feel like I don't care at all where you are and how you feel. That's all I can. Lights off, something past this wheel. We keep moving on and on and on and on and on. Slow things down or speed them up. Lighting up for way too much. Keep moving on and on. Cause I can't make it on my own. And I can't make it on my own. Cause my heart is in Ohio. Wow. My buddy and I, hey Juice WRLD, you're back. What was the song we would karaoke together? I can't. Gosh darn it, my brain is just not working very well today. It's super annoying. It wasn't A Day to Remember. It wasn't Hawthorne Heights. Wasn't Smile in Your Sleep. When we met, we said this. I don't know I don't even honestly know who Juice WRLD is. Is he a country artist? Gosh, why is my... It's bugging me. Bugging me that I can't remember what song we used to... Bob Marley, no. I created a song with AI though, of course. Oh, here come more bottles. We got 3 on the tailboard now. Gosh darn it, this is... I know it wasn't Under Oath, but I know it had to be close to Under Oath. Maybe that will get us in the right area. He's a soft singer. Okay. Oh, it's Reinventing Your Exit, I think. Yeah, Reinventing Your Exit, that was the song. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Invincible. Invincible. One of my favorite bands though out of that genre is Chiodos. They're great. Let's see, Juice WRLD. What song would you recommend? Yeah, it is. They are just oxygen bottles, but they're just out of the air, right? So they don't add anything to them. It's just natural air, I guess is the great way to say it, or how you would describe it. All girls are the same. That sounds heavy. I don't know if I could play it too loud because we'll get a copyright strike. What's this? Is it a Juice WRLD song that people have been using a lot for? It's like a really popular song right now on like Reels. What song is that? There was like a skier that right on his edit, right before he dropped in, he's like, play Juice WRLD song. What song was that one? There's a crow running around on my roof right now. Okay, here's a question just for the guys, because I think it's just dudes in here right now. Do you guys remember a while ago there was a thing going around? I don't know what song it is, but I'm pretty sure it's a Juice WRLD song. When is the last time get out of here. History. Was that today or was it yesterday? I can't remember when I saw it. It might have been yesterday. But there was a thing going around that said women were like, "Would you rather pick a man or a bear?" And all these women were like, "Oh, I'd pick a bear." Well, now there's a thing going around right now. They're asking the guys where it says, "Would you rather share your feelings with a woman or a tree?" Tyler song GTA 5. You know, of course, I'm gonna hear it after. Um, that wasn't it. I'm gonna hear it as soon as I get off stream and just be browsing the interwebs. Is it Burn? I don't. Let's see. We have it an hour and 2 minutes. Even the number of people watching has gone to 0. Juice World song is popular on YouTube Shorts right now. That didn't do anything at all. Well, everyone, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We have hit an hour, and then I will see you guys at 12:30 my time, 2:30 p.m. Texas time or Central America time on Clint stream. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. That was a great stream. We had so much fun creating alternate timelines with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. On Monday, I don't even think the chat's working anymore, to be honest. I see the little hundreds, though, in the corners and the hearts. But on Monday, we're going to do Parveen's suggestion and talk about UFOs, an alternate timeline of UFOs. So please, if you guys could, go into the community tab and add your suggestions there. I'll make a new tab with the headline like UFOs for next week. So yeah, if you guys want to add your suggestions and see where the timeline can take us, I really appreciate it. It helps out. And as always, I'll see you guys at the next one. And it's also 28 minutes until today's vlog goes live too. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. And I'll do something every single day to make yourselves better than you were yesterday. And I'll see you guys at the next stream. Peace.